So what are we doing here? Hello, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. So what are we doing here? This is my very first YouTube channel. Many of you will agree with me that starting your YouTube channel can be a little bit stressful. So what I've done is, quite literally, you folks are resting on a plastic container that's pressed up against my wife's makeup mirror, so that's what I'm using as a light. Whilst I wait for Amazon to deliver the necessary bits and pieces, you know, like the tripod stand and things like that. So, who am I? My name is Nigel. The name of the channel, as you may have seen already, is called The Crow's Nest. Reason being, I just thought it would be a play on words. That's basically is my surname, and where my wife and I live is the Crow's Nest. So the video is going to be a lot about motivational things. As I'm filming this today is the 4th of February, so I'll post this video later tonight. Still unclear as to how many videos I'm going to be posting each week. The idea and the target, and based on research, is to try and do 2 a week with the necessary tags. So this for me is just a personal challenge. If you are watching this and you haven't started your YouTube channel, you know, you might feel a little bit nervous, or you might feel a little bit like, oh, I can't do this. And believe you me, even filming this video right now, with it being my first video, I hope it doesn't slide off the back of this plastic box. But B, just do it. I was watching a YouTuber, but what he said just punch fear in the face and just go for it. One of the other reasons I've started this channel is just to sort of get a little bit of an idea of what YouTube's all about. I mean, a lot of us, huge amounts of us across the world are watching YouTube. If I'm not mistaken, it's the second or third search engine apart from Google. So, you know, if you want to figure out how to, 10 best tips on how to do, wash a motorbike, or, a little hack on your MacBook, whatever the case may be, we all go to YouTube, don't we? So why I'm doing this video is because I want to talk about the drips. So if you can imagine different flows of income. Now, the other thing is, it's a personal challenge to myself. So those of you that will maybe see this video in months and or years to come, it's just to put a timestamp on it. Like I said, it's the afternoon on the 4th of February. So with a little bit of editing, of which I've done some research, and I'm going to be doing that later myself as well, is I'm going to upload this video. First time I'm going to be doing that. And then what we can do is, all the subscribers that join this channel and like and, as they say, like and subscribe to the channel, when there are maybe thousands or hundreds of thousands and or millions of followers that are watching this channel in the future, can revert back to this video, and hopefully that will give you some sort of inspiration as to just taking action. You can't just sit around and go, oh, I wish I could do that, I wish I could do that. Just do it. I do, just as a sideline, and this will be announced as to exactly what I am doing in future videos, is I would like you to join me on a journey where I have got some plans, and I'll let you know a little bit about myself and a little bit into my life and who I am, where I live, etc. in future videos as well. But the main point of this video is just to sort of give those who are thinking of trying something. You might be sitting at home. So like I said, we're on the 4th of February. Where we are at the moment is under national lockdown. For some of my local viewers who may come across this will know exactly where I am. But you may not, because my accent will say I'm in one place, but where I am is actually somewhere else, of course. So, what are we going to talk about? So the channel itself is going to be a motivational stroke. Join me on my journey, and I'm going to prove to you that it is possible. I'm going to prove to myself. Like I say, this is my very first video. I'm still trying to think of what to call it. If you leave your comments in the section down below, that would be great. But by the time you've done that, you'll probably know what the video is called already. But it would just be interesting to see what you would have called it, or what did you call your first video? So what I'd probably do, just on a search engine, just planning and thinking of what people are typing, is how to get started on YouTube. I might also just say something like my very first video. So again, going into the future, not going back rather, but going into the future, is just so that people would see, like, hey, this is that guy's first video. I was following somebody and I watch him all the time, and I went back on his very first video this afternoon, which was posted 7 years ago. And I went back on his very first video and it was a number of views. Okay, it was up to 45,000. I'm pretty sure that's because it's people like myself were going back on to say, this guy's now over, 1 million or 2 million subscribers. But how did he do that? What did his first video look like? And it was a very awkward sort of, this is my first video sort of announcement, which may come across in this video. In fact, I know it's going to come across in this video. But the point is, this is to inspire those who are thinking about it. How many videos have you watched where you've gone, oh yeah, I'll try that tomorrow, I'll try that tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. You have today, what's that saying is that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it a present. Now, take that present and that gift and just do something, because in a year's time or 2 years' time, you're going to look back and think, oh, why didn't I just start it? Why didn't I just do like that YouTuber said, just punch fear in the face and just take action, take massive action. Don't be blasé about it. Don't be, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow never comes. A lot of YouTubers that I've been doing some research on, one in particular said the one regret that he had about starting his first YouTube channel was that he didn't start it sooner. And this is coming from a gentleman who's got over 500,000 subscribers. I know that there is monetization in YouTube, of which, by the way, in case you don't know, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers as well as 4,000 public viewed hours. So just think about how many hours of content or minutes of content that you have to put out. So my personal target for each video is going to be about 10 minutes. So that in itself is very challenging, because you need to think up or do research or come up with stuff that is going to make a video worth watching that's going to be 10 minutes long. So it's a challenge, but hopefully following this video to gain as much traction as I can, or even more so, just with that consistent action of 2 videos a week. As and when I'll be launching the videos, like I said, some people have it on a schedule, so every Sunday evening at 7 p.m, depending on your time zone, or on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the respective time zone as well. It's like watching your favorite program show, so that so that when that's your favorite program is coming out, say for example it's at 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening, you kind of get together with your family and you tune in and you watch it. You know that it's coming. So planning is extremely important to make sure that you're a success. As I keep saying, this is my very first video, and therefore this is going to be fun. I'm going to do some research in the background. I'm going to come up with a lot of inspiring things. Also, things to look forward to in the video is I'll be taking on a journey. Like I said, I have got plans which are going to be announced in future videos. So if you'd like to join me on those and literally follow me through those steps, and what we can do is in the future is look back and go, okay, so you did that, you did that, you did that. But the main thing is it all boils down to simply taking action, and taking massive action. One of my goals coming into the new year 2021 was to take massive action without procrastination. So that's to, if you want to do something, just for example, a really silly example is you walk into the kitchen and there's 1 or 2 dishes laying around. Just take action, just do them. Why? Don't expect somebody else to do them. And the analogy there would be, if you just do it, you've taken action. I know I'm talking about some dirty dishes here, but if you wait for somebody else to take action, they may get recognition for that, or some form of a reward. And I know we're talking about dishes here again, but that could be in the real world in terms of a financial gain or an opportunity. For example, I was on a plane one day, and every time I get onto a plane, albeit at this stage is cattle class or economy commonly known, but I always look the part, I always look nice. I know today I'm just in a little sweater, just come back from a walk, take my little puppy for a walk. And on that walk, your mind kind of gets thinking, so you got to get out, you got to get active. But anyway, going back to the story about me being on a plane. So the flight was an 11-hour flight, so we had a lot of time to, get to know each other really. So I introduced myself to him. We had a couple of glasses of wine on the flight. But the point is, during those 11 hours that we were together on that flight, at the end of that flight, this gentleman then told me, look, I'm an extremely successful business owner, and the only reason he was on the cattle class is because he was flying with 11 members of his family. You know, some may argue, well, how successful was he? Why didn't he have his own private jet? The point is, if I wasn't as well dressed and as presented, the following wouldn't have happened. The following being that he offered me his business card, and just like that, there was an opportunity. When we landed, we went our separate ways, and what transpired the months thereafter is I actually met up with him again, and we managed to talk a few ideas with regards to business. The moral of the story is, be presentable, take opportunity. Don't be sort of, carry yourself with pride. Make sure that, Les Brown actually said this, very well-known and popular motivational speaker, where he said it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So just make sure that you're prepared for that opportunity. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this, my very first and somewhat nerve-wracking video, but I've had a little bit of fun with this. It takes some getting used to, I must be honest, to look straight into a lens, and I'm waiting for somebody to say something back, but of course that's not going to happen. So if you can, just give me some feedback in the comments, that would be awesome. In my next video, which is going to come out in the next couple of days, tell me what you think of that. Let me know if you've got any tips or advice on what to do. I'm open to criticism as well. Without any criticism, I can't fail, and if I don't fail, I can't fail forward, as they say. Say what you like. I'm happy to take on to some criticism as well, because I'll take that and I will learn and adapt from that as well. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Subscribe and like the video, and that way you'll get notifications as well as to what's coming up or when I've posted that new video. If you are in my position where you're thinking about doing something and you want to maybe watch me for a little bit and then take action yourself, then that's great. So make sure that you subscribe to the video, so when I do release that second video, you guys will be notified. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers for now.